what are some risks associated with IT? What are some factors that we are going to talk about to discuss how to deal with these risks? Well, we've got our separation of duties as we do in ERM, in our enterprise risk management. We're going to have a lot of similarities between that lesson and a lot of IT, just because IT goes into more depth about how ERM specifically caters to it. This is directly taken from ERM. If this looks familiar, I'm not lazy. I just am taking content that directly applies to both IT and both ERM. We've got these. Maybe I am lazy. You can ask my mom. Growing up, I guess I didn't help out enough. Separation of duties. Well, you want to keep the record keeping, the custody, and authorization all separate from each other. Meaning, if you've got individuals who record data, who physically hold or cash or inventory, whatever, and who authorize the transfer of cash, inventory, all these three components need to be kept separate. Now, the two ways to really get around this more control method is collusion. So yes, I mean, if two people work together, one person who records the transactions and one who keeps custody, or one who authorizes custody, or record keeping and authorization, yes, that's a way to get around this. However, right, it is what it is. This is the best method for the risk to reward model. And management override, if management says, hey, we're going to fire you if you don't fraudulently record these transactions, yeah, I mean, that could get a little messy. So these two are really the best ways to get around this separation of duties. Additional controls need to be put into place to contain these two concerns. So personnel should never have more than one of these activities within their role. That is pretty evident. The risk reward trade-off is difficult at a smaller company. Smaller companies have less employees, and it's harder to separate these duties out. It's, we have a company of 10 people. Hey, I'm going to need you to take on a bunch of roles. Yeah, that gets a little difficult. So again, it's a risk to reward factor. It is something to balance out. So take a look here. I'm not going to cover this too in depth, giving too many examples. I mean, I've covered it a lot throughout all of our BEC content, but take a look. It's all good stuff.
Hey there! Are you ready to not only pass your CPA exams, but truly understand and enjoy the material while studying? I know it seems impossible, right? Especially to enjoy the material? We'll do it together. Tap into the power of CPA.examprep.ai, where we've got personalized quizzes, multiple choice questions, memorization guides, flashcards, simulations, all tailored to your learning. Our adaptive study planning puts you on the fastest path to success and lifts you back up if you fall behind. Avoid wasting your precious time and money attempting an exam with a low chance of passing, because who wants that? We want to get you through this process as quick as possible. Our exam readiness prediction lets you walk in with confidence, knowing that you're prepared for success on exam day. Thankfully, there's no payment method needed to get started, so why don't you come join us? Visit cpa.examprep.ai and let's achieve your exam success together.